1, 2, 3. Hi, good morning.
Welcome, Chinese speakers and Chinese seekers from all over the cosmos. This is Learn Chinese with Michael, here to teach you another Chinese character, another Chinese word. You notice today, where am I? I'm outside. It's such a beautiful day out here in the park in nature. And I happen to be next to our next Chinese character, wood. Okay, this is another basic building block that we will learn and add to our repertoire from the previous episode, which was eyes. Mu. It just so happens that wood has the same exact sound as eyes. Mu. 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 So we're just adding another character to our repertoire. Now, in ancient times, the way that mu was written was like this. Isn't that interesting? It looks like wood, kind of branching out how you see it branching here, right? It's very interesting. I'm only showing that to you because that's how it was drawn in ancient times. That's how they visualized it. However, here in traditional Chinese, in the modern times, the way that wood is written is like this. So, notice the change, right? They took these and they kind of flattened it out, and they took these and they kind of kept it the same. This one is usually, the one here on the left is usually longer than the one on the right, okay? So, if you notice, it makes the same exact sound as eyes, mu, okay? And it's a fourth tone. So the fourth tone is kind of like the word shooting down, shooting out of your mouth. Mu, mu, okay? So let's sit down here next to the tree and absorb the knowledge of the ancient Chinese. Come on. Right here with me, okay? Let's practice it how we practiced it yesterday. We're sitting here next to the wood under the tree. Mu. Great job. Mu. 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 See? Mu. 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 There's 10 pieces of wood. Oh, that could build a great house. But you know what? Let's go back. Can anyone remember how to draw eyes? Let's see if we can remember it. Down. There we go, like we're drawing a rectangle. And boom. There's your eyes. It also makes the mu sound. Mu. 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 Okay, so that's 10 times. Remember how many times we want to We want to practice it to get the muscle memory down. Want to do it about 30 times. So let's keep going. Move. 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 There we go. See? It's a horizontal line, a vertical line, and some side strokes. That's beautiful. And there's 20 mu, 20 pieces of wood. We're gonna draw it 10 more times so we reach our 30 mark. Remember, a lot of this is about repetition, doing it over and over and over again to get it down. It's kind of like this tree here. Think about when it was just a little sprout, or it was just a seed. How much water and how many days did it take for it to grow to reach this height where it's really strong and sturdy? It took a lot of time, right? But I want to ask you a question. This is how the Chinese people see wood. This is how they see, how they were able to explain it or describe it, put it into language. I want to ask you, how would you do it? Would you draw a picture like this? Or would you use some sort of an alphabet to explain it? It's interesting to think about. We're here to learn Chinese, but we're also exploring the world. We're exploring the universe and how the mind thinks. So let's get back to it. Let's draw it 10 more times. Are you ready? Here we go. Horizontal stroke, vertical stroke, kind of like you drawing a cross there. There, that's nice. Usually this, like I said, this one on the left is usually longer. And you know what? If yours looks a little bit different than mine, that's okay. Everyone's a little bit different. As long as you have the main idea down and you have the sincere wish that you want to learn. Move. Draw it, and then say it. Move. Great job. Move. 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 Good job. Last time. And move. Look at that. In a short amount of time, you already know 2 basic Chinese characters, 2 building blocks that are going to create a lot of characters in the future. It's very important that we start here from the fundamentals and learn this. If you have the courage enough, you could even go to a Chinese person and show them what you learned. A lot of them may be very surprised and very shocked that you know this already. A lot of them, Chinese culture can be a bit introverted, so maybe they may not be able to understand why you're doing this or telling them, but that's okay. Just know that deep down inside, deep in their hearts, they're very proud of you. Show them what you learned and tell them that you love Chinese culture, traditional Chinese culture. And just remember, the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, is not traditional Chinese culture. We are here to revive the 5,000 years of Chinese culture, and that includes its language. So it's important that you learn this language, add it to your repertoire of whatever you already speak, English or Spanish or Italian or French or Greek, and we'll keep building from here. So thanks for taking the time to listen here and watch here another episode of Learn Chinese with Michael. 谢谢, thank you, 再见, goodbye, see you again.
Can you show us how will you create the character of wood?
Oh,
How would you do it?
okay. I would just go like this.
Surprise.
So extra here, side note, this is how I would create wood. I would just kind of like do that sort of thing. And just kind of give it some kind of a dimension, because I think that would be kind of cool. Maybe 3 strokes right there, and then some round thing right there. Maybe that would be how I would create wood. And maybe the sound that I could give it would be like because when you crack the wood, that's the sound that it makes. So it would just
I like yours better.
So you would just, in my culture, my language, you would hear a lot of all right?
Alright.
So that's just an extra. Take it with a grain of salt. Don't take it too seriously. All right? But remember what we learned today. Move. Wood.
Wood. Oh, all together becomes forest. 2 move makes a lean forest.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright. We'll see how.
Thank you.
Thank
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.